Hello and welcome to edupediaworld.com. Continuing the chapter What is Democracy and Why Democracy? In this picture we can see General Pervez Musharraf of Pakistan who led a military coup in October 1999. He had overthrown the government which was elected democratically and had declared himself the chief executive of the country, and later in 2002 he became the president, or he declared himself to be the president of Pakistan. Then held a referendum that was the 5-year extension of his tenure. Media, human rights organizations and democratic activists said referendum was based on malpractices and fraud. In August 2002, he issued legal framework order, amended the Constitution of Pakistan. According to his order, President can dismiss the national or provisional assemblies, the work of civilian cabinet supervised by National Security Council dominated by military officers. After passing this law, the election held to the national and state assemblies. The elected representatives did have some powers, but the final power was with military officers and the President General Pervez Musharraf. China. In China, almost every time government has been made by the Communist Party. The elections are regularly held after every 5 years for electing their parliament, Quango Renmin Diabayo Dahui, or National People's Congress. They have the power to appoint their president. Nearly 3,000 peoples are elected from all parts of China. Some members are elected by the army, and the criteria to contest the election is that the candidates must have the approval of Chinese Communist Party, as the government is almost every time or always formed by the Communist Party. Only those who are member of Communist Party or 8 smaller parties that are allied to the party were allowed to contest elections, which was held in 2002 and 2003. Mexico. After getting independence in 1930, Mexico held elections after every 6 years and elect its president. It has never been under any military rule, under any dictator rule. But until 2000, all election was won by a party called PRI, or Institutional Revolutionary Party. Opposition parties did contest the elections, but they never won. The PRI wins the election by using dirty tricks. Means the election is not a fair election. The government employees are supposed to attend its all party meetings, and the government schools teachers, they force the parents of the students to attend to vote for the Institutional Revolutionary Party. Means the election, the voting does occur forcefully. Media ignored the activities of opposition parties except criticize them. Sometimes the polling booths shifted from one place to another place at the very last moment, which is very difficult for the people to go and cast their votes. The PRI did spend a large sum of money in the campaigning of its candidates. Saudi Arabia, Estonia and Fiji. We can see the flags of these countries. In Saudi Arabia, women are not supposed to cast their vote. They don't have the right of voting. Only men have the right to vote. In the country of Estonia, the citizenship rules in such a way that people who belongs to Russian minority finds it very difficult to get their right to vote. Means the Russian minority people, they do have the right to vote, but it's very difficult for them. In Fiji, the electoral system is in such a way that the vote of an indigenous Fiji is of more value than that of Indian Fiji. Means those people who are a citizen of Fiji but they are Indian origin. Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe attained its independence from white minority in 1980. And since then the country has been ruled by ZANU-PF, a party which has led the freedom struggle. And the leader of this party is Robert Mugabe, who has been ruling the country since the independence, or we can say from 1980. Elections do happen regularly. It is being held regularly, but always won by ZANU. President is so much popular that it's very difficult to change him. He also uses unfair practices in the elections. He changed the constitution and increased the power of president, or we can say himself, increase his power and makes him less accountable. Opposition party workers are harassed and they are disrupted. There is a law that limits the right to criticize the president. TV and radio were controlled by government and give only ruling party version. We can see that though it's a country not ruled by the military dictators, but still the president had made him the dictator of this country. He is actually making laws, passing laws according to his facility. There are independent newspapers, but the government harasses those journalists who go against this. Means here people don't have the freedom of speech. They don't have the freedom to oppose. The government has ignored some court judgments and went against it and has pressurized judges. Means judiciary is also comes under the president rule. President can change the judgment of the judges. Broader meaning of democracy. In this chapter actually we understood the meaning of democracy, and we can say that democracy is a form of government which is of the people, for the people and by the people. And the most common form that democracy takes in our times is of a representative democracy. In a democratic country, all the people of that country do not rule, but they have the right to choose their ruler. They have the right which allow them to take decisions on behalf of all the people. Even the elected person, they don't rule directly. Aims of good democracy. What are the aims? First aim is to free all the countries from the bad dictators and make it a democratic country. True democracy will come to this country only when no one goes hungry to bed. Yes, food, shelter and clothes. These are the basic needs of any human being of any part of this world. So we must make it very sure, we must look that no one in this world, no one goes hungry to the bed. In a democracy, every citizen must be able to play equal role in decision making. There should be no discrimination on the basis of financial condition, on the basis of gender, on the basis of color of skin. Either he is girl or a boy, poor or rich, fair or black, every person should have equal role in decision making. This is not only for the right given only to vote, but every citizen needs to have equal information, basic education, equal resources and a lot of commitment. Thank you.